Jimmy Kimmel slams sad comics who cozy up to MAGA crowd. Jimmy Kimmel tore into comics who cozy up to the MAGA crowd to juice their careers, blasting the trend as sad and opportunistic, Wonderwall.com can report. The outspoken late-night host, whose disdain for President Donald Trump and his supporters is well documented, unloaded during a recent appearance on former First Lady Michelle Obama's IMO podcast, ripping comedians for chasing a new audience by leaning into hard-right politics. I do think that there are people who are pretending to be something other than what they are in search of an audience, and it's especially sad to me, the ABC star and former Oscars host lamented. It's especially sad to me because you look at some of these comics and, maybe they're not doing so great and I'm going to pick up this MAGA torch and maybe people will support me just because of that. Michelle said she was familiar with people being two-faced when her husband Barack Obama was president. Well, it's important for people to know that for some of these folks, this is a game, this is a hustle, more than you would think, she explained. We saw it in the White House, especially around the holidays. There would be a set of people who would demonize my husband on TV and then be in line for a picture with their grandchildren. Essentially saying, my granddaughter loves you. And it's like, if you believe the things that you believe, if I believed this about someone, I wouldn't be in the line. I wouldn't be in the house, she added of the hypocritical stars. Michelle said those stars were doing a disservice to their fans by publicly claiming to hate the Obamas. It's like, oh, how much do you believe in this stuff you're spewing? Because if you don't believe it, don't play with people's lives like that, she added. Kimmel agreed, noting, when it comes to how people make their money, they seem willing to compromise in a lot of ways. The Jimmy Kimmel Live host claimed he gets more backlash than longtime out-and-loud liberals like Jon Stewart, because politics wasn't part of his comedic persona earlier in his career, adding, it wasn't really something I was particularly interested in. Kimmel admitted it might have been a shock to some fans when he began professing his left-wing politics as he rose to greater fame after doing sports jokes and hosting The Man Show, which people were like, what? You've betrayed us. Referring to the Bro Humor Comedy Central sketch series he co-hosted with pal Adam Carolla. But I've always been like this, the Brooklyn, New York native claimed, explaining that his parents were very liberal people and that he grew up in a left-leaning household. I've never voted for a Republican in my life, Kimmel said, though he insisted, I don't mind if people think differently. I have some very close friends who think very differently, and I'm okay with that.